Dear viewers, the topic which we will discuss today in some detail is why Lebanon is being destroyed, how it is being destroyed. Unfortunately, in the recent past, particularly in the last couple of days or other weeks, there has been the resurgence of sectarian violence in Lebanon. And it got basically triggered when a judge in a court in Beirut, Tariq Bitar, he is accused by the Hezbollah and Amal Malaysia of being biased to investigate a very horrific incident in Beirut, the port area of Beirut of August 4, 2020. There was a blast which was a non-nuclear blast of enormous damage. Hundreds of people were killed in that blast of August 4, 2020, and it not only killed hundreds of people, it injured, also displaced people, and the port city, the area of Beirut was devastated. So Judge Tariq Bitar, he was investigating, still investigating. More than a year has passed, and Hezbollah and Amal Malaysia, these two are basically Shia sectarian organizations backed by Iran. They have accused the judge of being biased and subjective and demanded his removal, and that led to violence in Beirut recently, in which several people were killed. But viewers, there is a history to it. What is going on in Lebanon? Primarily, there are two things which we have to keep in our mind. The first is that Lebanon, which was basically given to France under the mandate system, League of Nations in 1920, and after the French withdrawal from Lebanon, it emerged as an independent country. It was very peaceful, very modern, and a paradise, a hub of tourists and tourism. But in 1975, there was the outbreak of civil war in Lebanon. 1975 till 1990, 15 years, Lebanon was devastated because of civil war. It led to the Israeli intervention and occupation of Beirut also in 1982. And the civil war was basically, there was a conflict between the Druze Malaysia, the Christian phalanges, and then later on the Shia Malaysias, the Hezbollah and the Amal Malaysia. So in 1990, the civil war in Lebanon ended as a result of negotiations, and peace returned to that country. But Lebanon has not been able to settle down, and there has been periodic incidents of violence in Lebanon. The second thing is basically that in the last 1 year or so, Lebanon is facing enormous economic crisis. There is economic breakdown or economic meltdown, inflation, price hike, and a couple of days back, rather a week ago, or maybe more, there was a total blackout in Lebanon, power breakdown in Lebanon. That the power, generating units were unable to produce electricity, and Lebanon, the whole country, plunged into darkness. So there are economic issues, there are political issues, there are sectarian issues, and as a result of all such issues, Lebanon is again being destabilized, and one can expect some sort of the surge of sectarian violence in Lebanon. And Lebanon is a very vulnerable country because Israel, Syria, The proxy war in Lebanon was going on for years, and Iran, the involvement of Iran. Taking note of the dangerous situation in Lebanon, Russia, France, United States and the UN, they basically appealed for peace in that country. But primarily it is an economic issue that the people of Lebanon are now hand to mouth, and their economic predicament is such which is augmenting sectarian violence and political instability in Lebanon. The armed forces of Lebanon certainly are also divided, and it's a country which is after 15 years of civil war, 1975 to 1990, is again facing the threat of instability and violence and sectarian some sort of destabilization over there. So this is something which we have to take into account seriously. Unfortunately, neither the Arab League nor the OIC or the United Nations, they are mindful to the fact that they have to take note of growing violence in Lebanon. That Hezbollah and Amal Malaysia, these are non-state actors supported by Iran, and this gives Israel an opportunity to intervene. This gives Syria an opportunity to intervene. So therefore, it has also led to the refugees, and who can forget that because of 15 years of civil war in Lebanon, 1975 to 1990, hundreds and thousands of Lebanese, they had to take refuge in foreign countries, far-flung areas in Latin America, in Brazil, Argentina and elsewhere, in Europe. So it can again trigger the displacement of people, and the refugee crisis may become serious and acute if the issue of prevailing tension between the Shia sectarian groups and the government of Lebanon, particularly against the judiciary, because they are demanding the removal of Judge Tarek Bitar, which is unacceptable to the government. That how can they agree to such type of a demand. So that is something which we need to be very mindful, and Lebanon is like a time bomb. It is exploding, and in that case it will destabilize the whole of Middle East. Thank you very much.